The horror anthology series VHS is back with this brand new edition titled VHS Halloween, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about each of the short stories. I'm going to be ranking the short stories, and by the end of the video I'm going to give you all my overall thoughts and let you know if it's worth checking out. Now, coming in last place for me is the overall frame narrative of the story, which is titled Diet Fantasma. This follows the tales within a corporate horror setting that's documenting the life-threatening side effects of a brand new diet soda on a group of taste trial participants. Now, while this segment did not shy away or have any shortage from blood and gore, and it was complemented by some amazing special effects, I just found the payoff to be extremely underwhelming. I mean, it served its purpose in framing the larger collection, but ultimately it just failed to capture my interest as well as the other short stories. Alright, next on my list we have Coochie, Coup, which takes you into a truly unsettling encounter as teenagers confront the mommy, which is an evil spirit known within the urban legend for kidnapping children on Halloween. Man, let me tell you, this segment for me stands out as one of the creepiest and definitely the nastiest within the entire VHS series. I found the lore introduced to be incredibly cool and providing a rich and disturbing backstory that elevates the immediate terror. Now, pair that with the fact that this film has some incredible special effects, especially on the mommy character who's absolutely terrifying. The story effectively maintains an unsettling atmosphere from start to finish, leaving a lasting impression of just straight up dread. I don't want to butcher this name, but I know it translates to as above, so below, and it centers on a sole survivor of a massacre who accompanies the police back to the original crime scene to help them reconstruct the horrific events. I really enjoyed the methodical lead up to unraveling what transpired during the massacre. I thought the narrative did a good job of building intrigue and suspense while we come across this mysterious phone that may or may not be able to communicate with the dead, and when things are finally revealed as far as the events that actually happened, it not only was shocking but also effective in the payoff. Alright, we have Funsides, which changes the pace a little bit because this is more of a focus on the campy elements of Halloween, of going trick-or-treating. The story follows four friends who disregard instructions to take one piece of candy in the Halloween candy bowl, and it leads into some very horrific consequences. Now, this is one of the campier stories, but also one of the more creative in its execution. Really great visual flair, a really great imaginative type of horror setup. My only issue with this segment is I didn't like the acting. Okay, here's where things take a very dark turn with KidPrint. So this segment is set around a video store offering KidPrint videotape recordings meant to ID children for the law enforcement in the case of disappearance, and it finds itself embroiled in the very tragedy it aims to prevent. Man, this has to be one of the most disturbing segments in the history of this series. It does not shy away from showcasing the grim reality of teenagers and kids gone missing, refusing to hold any punches in the subject matter. It is unafraid in its portrayal of darkness, making it extremely creepy and very unsettling. I don't want to give too much away about this one, but its raw and unflinching approach definitely left a lasting impression after I watched this, especially late at night. It is truly very disturbing. And then lastly, we have Home Hunt, which is the conclusion of the anthology. And at first, it's the lightest story, it's the most friendly segment before it takes a dramatic, unexpected turn. Now, this segment introduces a family who has this yearly Halloween tradition of creating this homemade haunted house, but it is unfortunately upended when a mysterious cursed LP brings their various monsters to life. This did a good job of setting up the portrayal of the family and their family dynamics and how things have changed over the years. It really kind of grounds things before things go crazy off the rails. I really found the descent into madness as they go further along in this haunted house to be really effective in its execution. Each new environment became like better and bloodier as the story unfolds, and I just wanted to spend more time in this haunted house because it was so cool, it was so innovative, and it just left me with a big smile on my face once it all concluded. So with all that said, overall VHS Halloween to me demonstrated a great understanding of the anthology storytelling with a good sense of building momentum throughout. A part of what works so well is that each segment by and large feels a little better than the last, and it creates this escalating sense of engagement and dread. Collectively, I thought this found a good balance of knowing when to be silly and kind of campy, acknowledging the lighter side and the fun side of Halloween, but when it needed to get dark and disturbing and very disgusting. It knew how to handle that shift in tone with a great sense of execution. So from segments that I found to be good or to great, I thought this was a great experience, especially watching this at 11 o'clock at night. So a great addition to the overall series, highly recommended. And I want to know what you all thought. What was your favorite segment? How would you rank this overall of the VHS series? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.